Monster House is a Halloween classic, and when I rewatch a lot, it's not only my favorite Halloween movie, but it's one of my favorite movies of all time period with its memorable characters, gut-bustingly hilarious and smart humor, and very creatively horrifying animation. It is truly a staple of Halloween cinema, but today we are going to talk about an underrated piece of Monster House history that isn't really talked about much, and when it is, it's not in a positive light. I'm talking about the Monster House video game released alongside the movie. I got this game in 2009 and I loved it, but what makes this game so great? Well, let's talk about why the Monster House game is an underrated gem. So again, as all movie tie-in games go, it follows the plot of the movie. Well, for the most part, it starts at the moment the house eats the kids and they are trapped inside. From there, the three get separated and you have to explore the house to find them and defeat the Monster House. This is honestly the best route for this game to go. It gives you time to explore the house. Something they didn't really do much in the movie. It allows you to get sucked into the environment of the creepy atmosphere of the house, and it gives you a lot of time to be able to fight a lot of creative enemies. Whereas the only enemies that DJ Chowder and Jenny fought in the movie were some pipes and slinkies. In the game there are a lot of cool enemies, like chair crabs. These water heater things that look a little too similar to the chair crabs but are still pretty fun to fight. Floor monsters that spin ATU, electric lamps, TV monkeys, and like I said, these pipes that pop up from time to time. These are honestly very creative foes that you'll fight as you move forward in the house, and they would have added a lot to the movie. But the movie is already perfect, so it's not a big deal. The graphics were once again done by A2M, the same developers WHO brought us the Ant Bully game. While the graphics didn't work there, they worked perfectly here. The animation style of Monster House is already very blocky and has hard surface characters, and A2M's distinctive graphics matches it perfectly, really capturing the incredibly unsettling nature of this creepy chilling house. And it really makes you feel like you're in this house with these characters. The levels themselves are pretty good. Most of them get repetitive, especially the last few of the game, where you're running to escape, and the basement level is nightmarishly hard. But for the most part the levels are pretty fun and engaging. I was not bored playing a single level of this game. The controls are pretty good too. It's nothing special, just your typical attack moves and interacting moves and climbing moves, except you can't jump again just like the Ant Bully game. But for the most part the controls are pretty well executed. As for the boss battles, there are only a few in this game. There's this giant ragdoll thing Jenny fights in an early level, which I think is supposed to represent Constance, and after you defeat this thing as her black mist comes out of it and through the fireplace. The pipes that I mentioned earlier you fight twice, which are actually pretty challenging, because the pipes will try to suck you up, and you have to be alert to not get sucked up them or it's game over. You can escape by spinning the analog stick pretty hard, but you have to be fast or you'll lose. And that's why the basement level was so hard, because this boss was just a little overpowered. And finally the Monster House herself is honestly underwhelming. It's just Chowder smashing into the house until her health is out and then DJ has to throw the dynamite through the chimney. Press the buttons that come up and it's over. Honestly, one of the worst boss fights of all time, and I think there could have been better ways to do this. As for the tracks, they capture the vibe of the movie perfectly. They really capture the creepiness and intensity of the movie, and it really feels like Monster House. There is also this bonus game, which is the arcade game from the movie Thou Art Dead. When I saw the movie I really wanted to play this game just like I wanted to play the Buzz Lightyear game from Toy Story 2. While I don't think it's as fun as I thought, it's still pretty fun. However, you can't play this game unless you have tokens, which you can find scattered throughout the game. You just have to be on the lookout and collect them. So overall guys, the Monster House game is extremely underrated. It's not perfect. The final boss is underwhelming and the levels can get repetitive. But it's still a good game. It captures the look and feel of the movie perfectly, and it complements the movie in a satisfying and creative way. If you want more Monster House content after you rewatch Monster House this Halloween, I highly recommend you give this game a play. It's very enjoyable and fun, but hopefully we will get more Monster House. The director did say he's open for a sequel or spin-off, so WHO knows maybe this IP's story is not over yet. I know I would certainly flock to a Monster House too. But anyways guys, what do you think of the Monster House game? Do you like it or dislike it? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.